Are we still doing something at the end of survey or where they can win a prize or?
I would like to, because I'd really like to encourage the feedback.
And will we have like a link to like a Survey Monkey or something like that? Okay.
You're live, Peggy.
Okay. Hi, we'd like to welcome you all to our Healthy Living Series event. This is a live virtual event that's going to basically give you a chance to have an appointment with some doctors that you don't actually have to have an appointment for. So we're really happy that you are joining us. At the end of this, we are going to allow you to do a survey. And if you take the survey, you can win a prize. So we hope that you will stay with us. We have a lot of interesting content that could really help you on your way to good health. So what we're going to have today, we're going to have Dr. Louay Al-Khattab and vascular neurologist Dr. Mohammed Al-Kazmi. They're going to give you a presentation. They're going to take your questions. So if you're joining us via the internet on our website, HurleyMC/live, you could go to either Facebook or YouTube to submit those questions. And if you're with us on Facebook or YouTube, just enter your question at any time and we'll make sure we get it to them. But first, we want to start with a special guest, Dr. Philip McDonald, our infectious disease specialist. And he's going to address some of the COVID questions that you may be having, concerns about moving forward with your health throughout the rest of the year here in 2020. So let's get right to Dr. McDonald and he'll start us off.
Dr. McDonald.
So are we good with then
So
up and change, or?
I can have a screen in between that if we want to.
I think we
or-
should do a screen.
I would like
For
the screen
sure.
in between.
Absolutely.
His name, his credentials.
Yeah. Can we have a better
And I
photo than his
And
ID badge photo?
yeah. And then, while we're doing that, I can do it so that while that screen's up, I say a little bit more about them, like their bio stuff, if you want me to, say stuff about the actual interview. And then I can move out and give them time to get in place, and I can just read off of a thing that talks about some of their credentials.
And maybe the screen in between that you guys are doing the shuffle is a static screen about Dr. McDonald and
Yeah.
his basic bio,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then
Yep.
then when we get ready to alleviate him and bring up Dr. Al-Khattab, then it would be his bio screen. You guys like that idea?
Can we get that? Then we need to take a picture of him. Because what's on the intranet is his badge picture. It's
Dr.
bad.
McDonald?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm available tomorrow.
Okay. Well, we'll find out if he is. So photos needed.
I know. Well, that would probably be better than what he's got on there.
Friday or Tuesday.
It's bad.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's very mugshot-ish.
I think some of the doctors like that because then they feel like, I'm so busy with medicine.
Yeah,
And
I don't have
I don't
time.
care about that other little stuff
Yeah.
or whatever.
when it only takes 2 minutes.
Oh man, the pictures we used to have in that physician finder. Just a reminder to everybody, you are being recorded this whole session. All right, Dr. McDonald.
Yes. Hello. Welcome. I'm here to talk about the safety of Hurley Hospital.
Do you have a presentation, Dr. McDonald? If so, I'll put it
Okay. Yes, please.
up. Okay. All right, so Dr. McDonald's done the intro, and now you guys can't see this, but I am just, switching over to,
So Peggy, you actually are going to be sitting here, and then he's going to like come in and take the seat, or is he going to be
Yes.
sitting somewhere
He's
with the
gonna,
laptop in front of him?
Now we'll
He's gonna sit
transition
there.
So you guys
and
saw
then
this
I'll move
before too,
out
but
when,
to
the
the deck.
screen is up so that you don't see us all like getting up and
Yeah.
moving and
And
it's
we
all.
can have them
Okay.
actually.
All right. Yeah, we definitely need to get a rug then.
We can have
For
them.
sure.
Can we bring our
We have
just
a
our
lot
red
of
carpet, you think?
options, but
Yep, that's perfect.
a lot of
And that might be kind of heavy. I'd be easier just to bring a rug.
Okay.
From home.
Okay.
Surprised you could repurpose something out of this slide deck. So.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah.
You guys got a rug over there?
Oh, they do.
Oh, okay.
Short of schlepping something else.
And then, Dr. McDonald, if you hit just the arrow keys or whatever, that's just a PowerPoint presentation that's gonna
Now-
go through your.
Stephanie,
There's three
Steve is going to
slides.
give me if he hasn't already,
16.
the dimensions, yeah, you wrote down, so we can have a presentation template. Because then I'll get the presentations from John and Ron, and I'm just going to put their content onto that template.
Okay.
And I'll send you guys sizes for all that stuff, pixel dimensions, so that you know what the cover screen would look like or what the presentations.
Okay.
And will they be advancing the slides themselves, or will you?
They will, yeah. So that computer controls the slides, and whatever they move that way, they get to run the presentation at their speed or whatever, or go forward and back.
Do you have a discrete like little clicker that they can hold in their hand?
I do not. Unfortunately, I tried to see if I could do it with Apple TV.
We have one, but I don't know if it'll work with Apple's.
I don't know. You have a clicker?
I didn't bring it with me, but
If you can send me the
if they're just
name.
stand, they don't want to like stand right.
Well, I mean, they're gonna be sitting right here. It's literally a button right there.
Yeah.
I'll.
But they may be like, oh, I can't remember what button to hit. So
Yeah,
like it'd be
yeah.
good for one of us
If you had.
to be the clicker.
I'm thinking about
You know what I mean?
I think the doctor's
Or
gonna wanna
like-
click themselves.
Yeah, or if they do seem like they're panicked and they can't do it, if I'm sitting right here, I can just reach.
Okay,
over
good.
and advance
You'll be
their
sitting right there,
slide.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, as long as you got somebody
I'll bring
to.
mine and we'll test it. So.
Yeah, and honestly, Doug, we might be able to bring a Windows computer, and I think I can do about the same stuff with it. My concern is just Hurley's lockdown stuff on there. If we
No.
need to do something. but-
I wanna use, I'm comfortable using our stuff, your stuff, and if we can get them a clicker, fine. If not, honestly, Peggy is gonna be right there. And these are doctors. I think they can
They
poke
do
about
their
it.
presentations all the time.
And actually, I'm thinking they might be actually more comfortable.
Send me the model number, Doug. Just send me a picture of the model number of the clicker, and then I can make sure it's Mac.
Because I'm wondering if,
It's Mac compatible.
From what if it's the same one it has that you can switch between Mac and right on the inside, but I'll send that to you
Cool,
to see if you can see.
cool, thank you.
And I'm just wondering if the physicians actually won't be more comfortable sitting in front of a laptop talking versus putting them up in front of a crowd, you know? I mean, I know Alcatov's awesome, so is Dr. Alcosme, but I've never seen Dr. McDonald other than in the COVID meetings, and he sweats a lot.
They seem pretty confident.
Look at Doug, Doug's like, it's recording. We're not gonna let him see it, Doug.
It's recording.
It's gonna be recording me chomping on my
No one
gum.
knows
Yeah.
where these videos get shared. Okay, so Dr.
I'm
McDonald.
done. Thank you for listening to me. Does anybody have any questions? No? Okay.
No,
Yeah,
if
so
we did have questions, because
are
I
we
really
doing
want,
questions for
Yes.
Dr. McDonald?
yes,
Yeah.
right
Okay.
after, we're not gonna do the
So
three at the end. So.
chances are he's not gonna say, do I have any questions? Because they're not gonna remember
No.
to do all the transitions.
But I wanna
They just
have
think that that's
questions.
okay. So then, do we have a question slide, like, just so people know, like,
No, we can make one.
I think we should, then, so
A
people
que-
know, like,
At his presentation, just the last slide, I'll make it, it'll say questions, question
Okay.
mark.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's a good idea.
And
then-
so when those occur, how do they occur?
Well, yeah.
what, the
so
question?
This is a wonderful thing to talk through because they'll be going on Facebook and on YouTube. And so the way we had talked about it, the way Nate's company does it, is they have a person just monitoring those. I have those up on this computer that they might be actually recording and running right now, a live stream. But we might one person might be able to do it, just monitor both.
Well,
Is that
that's exactly, and if I just was sitting there by Peggy,
Oh,
it
yeah.
wouldn't be anything just to slide the questions over to her to read.
Yeah, so
so there's an alert that tips you off that there is one out there?
no, people just have to be on the actual page. So like right here,
Do you
question,
All the
do
pages?
any, well, there's only two.
just two.
I thought there was Hurley and then.
Through Hurley, they won't be able to ask questions.
Okay.
So through YouTube Live and Facebook Live.
Facebook, okay.
So, we can monitor those and,
Yeah.
and, I mean, we can even monitor them on our phones, one of them, but I think as the questions come in, just if one of the moderators who's monitoring is sitting there, we can just slide them over to Peggy. I I mean, as they're coming in, you know.
Mhm.
But
So-
I'm gonna have a couple questions prepared anyway, just in case we don't
Perfect.
get any.
Yeah.
Because just remembering
It's a
common
newer
questions
thing.
that we hear
Mhm.
and we know what the FAQs are for COVID.
Mhm.
So we'll have questions ready in case none come in.
Yeah,
Okay.
then it appears we've got questions.
Yeah.
Will we have some big note cards then
For what?
for the questions?
No, because I
I'll-
can write, I'm gonna sit right there
And
next
then
to
I'll
Peggy.
say,
She's
so
just
then
gonna read
I'll
them.
say, okay, thank you, Dr. McDonald. We do have a question from Stacy on Facebook, and she's wondering how many patients we still have with COVID at the hospital.
Oh, okay, all right.
And then he'll
Yeah.
look at the camera and he'll
Or
answer.
if you don't announce them or the location, then they don't know which ones are ours and which ones are actual public. So if you just say, we have a question,
Yeah.
how many is da da da? Another question, and then if there are no Stacy's on Facebook, we don't look like there's no interaction. You know what I'm saying? Because there might be a lot of Laura's on Facebook. But anyway, so another way to run that, if you guys, is that this laptop can just be up to a Google Doc, and we could have another laptop, and you just copy and paste those in the order you want them asked, so that Peggy would just read off the Google Doc. That's the way. So Nate's company has more feedback like that, and so they've got monitors, people triaging questions from the social, and then putting the ones that are most relevant to the
Oh,
top. I don't know if we're gonna get.
I don't think we're gonna
like
have that. I mean, I kind of think just like, you know,
I think that we
opening
are.
up the Facebook and I just look at Facebook and read one of the questions on the
Yeah.
comment or whatever.
And if it's
And if
that
there isn't
easy-
one, we have our little stack of
Yep.
canned ones and I just pull one off and read.
Okay,
Okay, cool. So we don't
Do we
have
have
the
canned
Google
ones?
Doc.
we will.
We will.
Okay.
And then can we put that step and repeat behind step, because that would look really
Yes.
nice with the
Yep.
early logo.
Oh, no, the step and repeat's gonna go right there.
Awesome, perfect.
Would
Yeah,
you send us the canned ones?
Send you the canned question?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, Dr. Frank, like the script.
Or if
you guys have-
Want to make them too, if you have any, but,
I mean, they would know some of the common questions they get asked at these events, so.
So can you hear me good, do you think, from right here?
I think
It's
so.
the same as the doctor, because then in between, when they get up and they leave and the next doctor comes in, I don't ever have to get in that seat. I can just talk and say, introduce the next person while the doctors switch out. So
Yeah.
you'll never see me do
Yes.
the whole thing
Yeah, why
until the
couldn't-
end when I do a wrap up or
Totally. And
whatever.
so right now, as we're
Mhm.
transitioning one out, we can have the next intro screen up for the next doc. So
Right.
it's just the static,
Yep.
and then you can announce so the people don't see a blank chair or whatever.
Just put it in between you guys too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got a good range. I had it down over a ways.
Yeah.
It's still picking up.
So I'm noticing there's a lag between YouTube Live and the actual.
there should be a 10
Yeah,
second
10
line.
second?
It might be about 30 seconds.
Is
I
it
don't know.
really?
Yeah.
I know minimum it's
Yeah.
10.
But the thing is that the people actually watching it,
They don't.
it's not like
They don't know there's a lag.
it's real time for them. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so we just did McDonald Q&A, and
And I'm gonna peace out.
you're gonna piece
Thank
up.
you,
And then
Dr.
the next-
McDonald.
Then the next screen
Yeah.
will be another static
And
screen.
then, yeah, and then the El
Intro
Khattab,
for-
like with his points of who he is. And then when I say, thank you, thank you, Dr. McDonald, the screen goes up and then he's getting up. I'm talking about El Khattab and there's a screen there. And, our next, presenter is Dr. Loya El Khattab. He's been at Hurley, blah, blah, blah. He's got these awards, blah, 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 or whatever it is,
Uh-huh.
And then that gives them plenty of time to switch out. While I'm talking, people are seeing the screen, they don't realize what we're doing, and then, then I just say, go ahead or whatever, and then he goes ahead.
Hello, I'm Dr. Al Top. I'm gonna be
Hello.
talking to you about your heart today, and I'm gonna go through my presentation.
And then I am going to switch. 1 second, doctor. 1 second, doctor. I've got to get you in here.
Hi, thank you
Yeah.
for joining us today.
There we go. So,
What's involved with miking?
above my pay grade at this current moment, I just don't know.
Well, we're not doing it, right?
No,
No.
we got this right
This
here.
microphone is.
I just need.
I heard that, but then I also heard there was some discussion about, didn't we talk about that earlier, you or someone else having a headset in, or? Am I
Maybe.
just all imagining? Okay.
I-
So no worries, we don't need it.
I'd
You
like
can
to-
acquire practice.
in the
I
Alright.
could use it, but
in the future, I'd like to get to better. So this is like we're borrowing this triangular
I moved
mic
it.
from
it's all fine. I just wanted to know that if there was a transition and there was a need to undo
Yeah,
things,
no.
how that was.
No, we want
Yeah.
it to be as smooth as possible.
Yeah, in the future, I think might be for some things might be better. But right now, this seemed to cover. I'd like even maybe a
Well,
better.
and they're not moving around, so the microphone in one spot, we're good.
Yeah.
And there's no one gonna be in these rooms or anything?
It's
So I
after hours.
told, well, they still schedule stuff, but I told them that if we'd like it to be just have the floor to ourselves, and if there's any issue with that, let's talk ahead of time. So. I think
Just because from our talking, they moved, just from our little bit of talking, they moved.
Oh, yeah, you can
So it
hear
must be
everything.
loud, so if others are there.
Well, yeah, we could
You
hear
could-
them just.
yeah,
You could hear
Mhm.
any conference room from any place on this floor, and that's one of the problems with these rooms is there's not sound insulation.
So we just talk loud when we first get here and they'll move and then we'll be set.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah,
yeah, but I think
White noise or?
Mm-hmm.
we'll have it all to ourselves when we're in here. Yeah.
excellent.
All right, doctor, go ahead and go through your presentation.
Okay, here we go. Oops.
It's not changing on my end, doctor.
That's because Dr. here doesn't.
Oh, I just closed
Oh.
it.
What they're supposed to be
Oh,
doing.
that's all right. Tech support.
Got it?
You got it?
Mhm.
All right. Cool.
I can only fix your heart. I can't fix PowerPoint. There we go.
You're doing
A
excellent.
little something about that, a little something about that, and a little something about that. Does anybody have any questions?
Questions?
Dr. Alkatab, they're wondering if you're a woman and you don't experience any symptoms of heart attack, then how do you know when you're supposed to get checked out? Is it like a yearly exam? How often should you get your heart checked?
Should come see me about once a month. That'd be good.
Ron likes that
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, doctor.
Okay.
Transition to news intro screen for Al Kazmi.
Okay, and then I talk about Al Cosby. He's the greatest. You'll never find another doctor like him. He's the best. And tell us a little bit about what your presentation is.
Stroke, stroke, and stroke. Any questions?
We may have some questions here, doctor, on
Okay.
your
For
presentation,
their bio.
which was just black this
Do you
time,
want
but we
us
get
to
it.
try to write it, or you guys want to provide
Um,
it?
We know
so
you're
like,
doing
So for that
like,
second
you know, like Stephanie had the wrong thing up or whatever. Like, what if that happens during the thing?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I can get it off screen on my end pretty quick, and
Okay.
just put it on camera.
Okay.
But what I'm thinking is for the doctor's presentations, even if they have them separate, we should put them in order.
Yeah.
That's what I would
With,
do is
um,
their office.
Those slides with their little
We technically could,
questions.
yeah, the questions in between,
Bring up appointments?
Yeah,
yeah, that's
so
probably the
after
best.
Dr. Alkatab,
Yeah.
do we, before we do the Q&A, do we let people know, because there'll be a screen on how they can make an appointment? Or do you think we should do it after the Q&A?
I would do it after maybe.
That was my.
Because if they don't get their question answered, say, you know, then they'll be like, okay, well, this is his office phone number or whatever, then they might be writing
So
it
then
down.
that static screen between Alkatab and Al Cosby will be how to make an appointment with Alkatab.
Yeah, so Peggy
You guys
can,
good with that?
yeah, would you want to be the person say, you know, if you're interested in seeing Dr.
Mhm.
Alkatab, here's his information to get a
I
hold of
think
him.
so.
And now we'd like to introduce, and then the slide for the next one will come up, and then you can do that.
I don't know. I mean, I know Alkatab's really good, but sometimes overloading them on all this, like, and don't forget to add this and add this at the end, and
Mhm.
you know, go to this doctor. You know, talk about their appointments. Sometimes they'll just forget that because they're wrapped up on what their
Oh, yeah.
part
Mhm.
is. So,
But
so
I think
it'd
what
just be
Steve was
better.
talking about, having the whole PowerPoint, like, so we'll have the intro thing, For the event, we'll have Dr.
Q&A.
McDonald's thing, and then if he's got a presentation, that'll be in there. Then we have the question slide. Then we'll have, further information, however, maybe to our COVID site or something. I don't know. And
Yeah.
then we'll have the intro slide for Alcatab. Then
done, so they have to address it, you
Right.
know?
Yeah, I like that too.
Cool.
All right, so we did
On
the last
safety.
doc, and then so no Q and A at the end, just
No,
Host
not a
comes
joint
back
Q&A.
on.
So our last doc is Dr. Al Cosby, so then we'll do his Q&A for, his section. And then after that, there'll be the thank you slide and instructions on how to complete the survey, where to go to complete the survey. And kind of leave that up for however long that we think before we even kill the live stream altogether.
Okay, does host come back on? I've got at the end, so host kind of does the outro.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I would think like once El Cosme leaves, I can move back in, then we stay mostly on the screen to like the very end. But I think it'd be nice to end on a person, you know what I mean? So at the very
Yeah,
end,
I
like
think
the,
so,
you know,
too.
so I say like, you know, this is how you
Thank you
make an
so
appointment or
much.
whatever. But it'd be nice to have a person looking at them saying, you know, this has been great or whatever. And
Yeah,
hope it's
I-
helpful for you.
I think that would look better than ending on like having the PowerPoint being the bulk of the screen, just having you come on and say that little exit.
Are we gonna get hair and makeup for Peggy?
Now,
Sure.
and the other thing that's worth considering here is that these are recorded, so they stay online. So people can, if they miss the screen for whatever reason, they can just
Well, that's what I was
replay it and
hoping
pause
that,
it.
so the people that have RSVP'd and they've provided an email address, if we know that they didn't make it, or Patricia calls them the day of to remind them and they're like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it, I would like to be able to email them, you
Yep.
know, a link, if there be someplace where they can watch the recording.
Yeah,
So,
YouTube,
I'd like to do
our YouTube page, our Facebook page, and we'll have it on the website until we change out that
So let's
page.
say it's live on Facebook or whatever, and they're watching. As soon as it's done, is it like Facebook Live where it just posts as a regular post and people
Yeah.
can watch it?
Yeah.
So right after we're done, I could go in and add the text or whatever we want to say, like a normal Facebook post, like the stuff we write, right? So we could add that in the appointment information or whatever we want to add in there.
Okay.
You know, we can decide on that ahead of time what we want, and then I'll just go on YouTube and on Facebook and add that text in so that it's got something in, or a
Cool.
link to click
Yeah.
or whatever.
I'm just gonna kill the recordings